It's week 13 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. And big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Lions and the Jaguars. And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led out by the rookie, a man born and raised in Texas, and then he finished his college ball for the Hilltoppers at Western Kentucky, Bailey Zappi.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Zappi looking to throw it on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. To throw again on second down. Zappi, he completes this to Cole Turner. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Zappi. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense. Not only pick it, but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in and how this offense was moving along. I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On 2nd and 7, Zappi. It's caught by Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Zappi on 3rd down. Past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Zappe to throw on first down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Zappe's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a second down run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third down, here's Zappe. Open man is Anderson. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And Zappe to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll try to run with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. After one, 7-3 the score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Fields taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Fields. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Zappe's throw complete there to Bateman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
throwing again on second down. Zappi thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 9, Zappi looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Zappi. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 53 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Now Zappi. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Goodwin. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Fields throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's good for a Lions.
Fields. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him for the loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Throwing on third down, Fields. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gano's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Zappi. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds.
Great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Zappi hurrying them to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Zappi trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Zappi looking to throw it again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Fields. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Fields throwing again. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
Sets up 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Down to inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run with Sanders. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I...
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Fields. Swinging this out for Pollard. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Fields. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 15-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields hitting Samuel on the slant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
4 yards.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Fields on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Curtis Samuel from 3 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Zappi to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
You know, the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a big 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Zappi on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount.
As Sanders has it poked free, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing fourth.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. York now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Here's Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Fields. Got his target, Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. They run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he loses the football a second time. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And it's caught. A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Curtis Samuel, the second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's now second and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And Zappi to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th. Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Curtis Samuel with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now, much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And completes it once more to Anderson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Give him 30 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Second down and goal. Zappi, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Higbee with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Channing Tindall brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Zappi under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down now. Here's Zampi. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Zampi. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Zampi looking to throw it again. And now here's another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Lions, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
I'm really out for blood.